Okay, so this is a distillation setup. Okay, as you know, distillation combines two changes in state of matter. One is evaporation, okay, and you already saw this when we put salt water in it. Okay, the water evaporated, okay, because of the heat. It changed into steam and then it went into the atmosphere, and so you are left with pure salt. Now distillation is a combination of evaporation and condensation. Okay, now from our lesson we know that condensation is the opposite of evaporation. That means steam is cooled down so that it changes state from gas to a liquid. Okay, and that is what distillation is. Okay, so what we have here is a distillation setup, and you can see that we are heating up the water. We have a Bunsen burner and we have salt water over here. Okay, what's going to happen is when the salt water boils, okay, the steam will go up this tube over here. But since there's nowhere for the steam to go, okay, because this is capped, the only place the steam can go to is through this tube. Okay, and this is called the condensing tube. Why is it a condensing tube? What's going to happen? See, there are two tubes over here, okay, two rubber hoses. This one, okay, this tube is connected to a tap of cold water. So what you have is cold water passing through the condensing tube. Why? Okay, so that the steam, which is very hot, when it passes the condensing tube, cools down and it changes state from gas to liquid. Okay, now you can see the water enters here and then it exits over here. Okay, it exits into the sink. Okay, now once the steam cools down, it's going to go up. It's going to exit this tube over here into this beaker. And what do you think is going to happen? What kind of water are we going to get in this tube later on? Okay, think about that. Now, once all the water has been evaporated from this condensing flask, what do you think will be left behind here? Okay, so I'm going to pause the video for a while and wait for this to, see, it's starting to boil. Okay, so pretty soon you'll be seeing steam coming up the tube, okay, and going into the condensing tube where it's going to be cooled by the tap, okay, by the tap, and the condensed steam is going to turn into liquid water, which will go down this tube into this beaker. Okay, so as you can see, there's some of it already. Okay, do you see it? There's some water already. Okay, so we'll come back later on. As you can see, it's starting to boil. Okay, we'll continue later. Okay, as you can see, the water, okay, it's boiling rapidly, and you can see that the steam is turning into liquid, and it's already dropping into the other beaker into on the other side. Okay, and at the same time, okay, if you can see, there's like white substances attached to the top of the flask. What do you think that is? Okay, so this one is almost boiled down. Okay, and you can see there's a lot of white stuff, white substances. Okay, and then we have a lot of liquid dripping into the beaker. Okay, so basically that's what distillation is. Okay, okay, now look at that. That is what is left after we boil out the water. And okay, let me just bring this down. Okay, and this is the water that evaporated and passed through the condensing tube, and this is what you have left. Okay, there you go. Okay, and